I mean, that's about as late as the tank can get. We are going live, though. So for the Infected's first hit, they're going to have a Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and I actually can't see the last Infected. Just give me a moment. The tank's already up, so...
Alright, we have a tank in the hands of Sweet. Oh, you know what? I didn't set up... Oh, okay. Why don't we go ahead and do an Infected War Room? Infected's kind of hard to play here.
Yeah, I think that should be the most interesting side.
So that should be a fast and serious War Room if you want to move us.
Yeah, careful if they push. There's a chair right in the front, so jump over when you commit. Don't just like punch it. It's gonna stuck you more. Yeah, corner wherever on the right side, and we take care of later.
Okay, going on second pass.
Yeah, just wait. Okay, you can go in.
Morning.
Wait, as I wait. Don't jump. Let's help. Let's help her. You can... Alright, those two you got this. Just spread out the damage.
That was a very quick tank. It usually is, I guess, in the first tank. But what did you guys think of that?
It looked like it started off so solid with leaping right over the chair and the double punch, but then the missed punches came right after that.
Much obliged.
Yeah, it looked just a little bit like possible inexperience, but really not bad at all considering. Almost all the Infected landed, I think, except for the Jockey, actually. So the Infected were on point, just a few errors by the tank there basically amounted to it. I don't think that was a wipe by any means, but...
I mean, it had the potential, but, I mean, 2 downs is a minimum. They at least have that, with 2 bleeders running through the rest of the map.
And it looks like they actually have one who was subbing is going to be leaving and coming for having their main player come in.
Yeah, I think Jade's their main player, so I guess Jade's going to load in, and then they'll have their full roster, which will be fun. I actually, my match, we had 2 out of the 4 people on my team, so it's really nice to see the full roster of both teams playing each other. It should make it a very balanced game. We have the next hit up. We have a Spitter, Hunter, Charger, and oh, actually, last one's dead. But the Spitter's choosing to go in, and another pause goes out.
Yeah, it looked like... I'm pretty sure that was actually just a sack by Spitter. For a second I thought that could be some possible miscommunication, and Spitter was going a little early, but on second thought, it's more likely a sack. Not sure. I guess they want a Boomer for the choke point with the Charger and maybe go for a more reliable death charge. If someone's boomed, they're more likely to make an error. We'll have to see what happens and what Team Fast and Serious decides here.
We have a Hunter pre-spawn trying to knock out some doors. Getting set up for a later hit. It looks like they're choosing to not even go at the corner at all.
I think, yeah, like you said, she was scratching out the doors, so we should see a pounce here, and Charger should be able to follow it up. Hopefully, Boomer does go in and land a nice triple boom there before being popped. Jockey wasn't really able to do too much. I think they were trying to set up the Charger there, but unfortunately, it looks like the Charger actually lost her spawn. So we could possibly see her go for a solo charge near the bottom. That's unlikely, though, and we actually saw the Infected did not scratch out the burning doors, so the survivors are actually going to be able to just run right through. Charger has set herself up, but it looks like she's actually going to opt not to go and wait for the rest of her Infected. Spitter actually spawning up already, going for either a block spit or trying to set up the Charger, but the Charger couldn't quite react in time. They do still have 3 cappers up as a Jockey, Charger, and a Hunter. And they've all spawned up. Jockey looking for a ride, maybe trying to set up the Charger again for one more death charge. This is the last one they can get in the map. Hunter goes in, gets a nice pounce on a Nick. Jockey being denied a ride by Rochelle there, a nice melee, shutting it down real quick. Will land a charge onto Ika, however being cleared quickly enough to not get a pound, so only 10 damage going to come out from that Infected hit.
Right now, the survivors are sitting at a health bonus of 404. So if they can hold on to this, which, you know, if they take the witch really well, I mean, the last obstacle here is really the witch. So if they can take the witch, then they can hold on to two very healthy players right now.
Let's stay together for
Yeah, so what we should see Team Duty do is move out with the 2 bleeders, have them deal with the majority of the infected, and then send them one of the bleeders to go for a crown. Unfortunately, they will actually not have a shotgun, so they're just gonna have to run at it with a melee.
Oh my god! Oh!
Dodging the first claw, managed to get 2 melees onto the witch. They need to kill this witch before Ellis dies here. One more second, and that could have been doom for Ellis. They do clear it just in time, though. Nice save there actually was by Rochelle, I believe, and they're going to be able to pick her up through spit. That was a very nice infected hit, though they landed the barf bag, which is for survivors being doomed to court. And quite a nice amount of damage on the health bonus and one of the bleeders.
That melee trying to kill the witch, that was kind of amazing. We do have
good.
a survivor. We have someone stuck, maybe? Yeah. Pause
The
goes
dev
out.
is actually at 800 ping, but
Oh, crazy.
It's her reward for trying to melee crown that witch. That was fantastic.
yeah, you can see no fear at all, just completely bum rushing that. They were definitely confident that whoever made that call to just go for it. That is some of the most entertaining stuff I've seen on this map by far. They knew they couldn't get to the shotguns without having to deal with the witch, so nice acting on the survivors party. Actually, I think it was Rochelle was the one that went for the charge, and she actually did manage to get 2 swings off on the witch, which was half her health before going down. So I think if she had missed that first melee, it actually could have been her being dead. Oh no, sorry, it was Ellis that did that.
And how many? I guess it would be 4 swings that she would have to get in order to actually kill the witch before it swiped her, right?
Yeah, it's 4 melees because each melee does 300 damage, and she has about 1,000 health. So
Alright, we have the next hit is up. We have a Jockey, Boomer, Hunter, and Charger. It looks like they are going to try to let them come out a little bit before leaping on them. We have the Hunter respawn, jumping around, trying to make some noise. Actually just set on fire before going in and dying. That might have been a sack.
I think that was actually miscommunication. It looks like the infected are opting to hit with the rest of their 3-player squad. Boomer going in a bit early. Actually, Alice doesn't even have a gun, just rushing forward with the fire axe in her hand. Charger manages to almost land on Ika, being cleared very quickly though by the survivor team. That will give them the safe room in about a... Actually can't see the health bonus right now, about 296 health bonus, which is quite respectable for this map.
Looks like we have a spitter going in, trying to get a little bit of delay. Does do a little bit of damage, but they will end the map with 696 as their health bonus.
David was just beast mode. Didn't even pick up a gun. Just fire axe through the whole entire map.
I don't need a gun when I have a fire axe. I'm going through a run.
I guess after that hit went in, he didn't really have time to, you know, after being picked up, go and grab an Uzi or grab a shotgun.
gotta agree.
Just wanted to get through the rest of the map as quickly as possible.
She still had adrenaline pumping through her veins after meleeing that witch twice. You can see just rampaging her way through to the safe. But yeah, like I said, quite a nice survivor side by team. Actually, I was about to say Fast and Serious. Team Duty. We're going to see Fast and Serious play their survivor side now, looking to mimic, if not do better, than Team Duty. Now, depending on who gets tank for Team Duty, we should see something similar happen where they get about 2 in caps. It's pretty much the norm because you don't have 4 guns, you only have 2, 1 shotgun and 1 Uzi in the safe room. And usually what happens is the other 2 players are likely to take melee weapons, and just because, you know, the tank will corner someone, it's just a matter of when. I mean, dually pistols really do bare minimum damage. Even being cornered with a melee weapon does more damage than firing at the tank without being attacked, so...
It looks like we have Chi as the one who picked up the Susie, and then we have Rochelle as the shotgun, so we'll see Chi kind of sitting, hanging back. and trying to do work from a little bit of a distance while other people go at it with a melee. We just have one more person to ready up. We have Ika. Come on, Ika.
I think I think they're actually switching into specs so they can try and get specific survivors.
Oh, are they really?
I don't know
Oh.
what's going on right now.
Well, I mean, Coach is the best survivor, so I can see why they're trying to do that.
I think that's what was happening. I'm not too sure, but you know, I have to assume that's what they're doing because they're both in server. I don't think there's any technical problems happening.
One thing I actually noticed is that Vice has not switched, and it looks like she's opting for double pistols, and those do slow down the tank, so that's an interesting choice rather than trying to burger, because there's a crowbar available.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not sure I agree with that. I mean, because one melee swing will do 300, and then if you unload an entire pistol clip or two dual pistol clip, I mean, how much does that give you? Not as much comparatively, right?
Not if you get a good few solid swings with a crowbar.
Yeah, and the slowdown from double pistols is actually pretty negligible, especially in this closed off area, so to speak. I mean, a corner is inevitable, so it really depends. I mean, if the tank's good, they'll spread the damage regardless. So, I mean, you're pretty much gambling if you take 2 melee weapons anyway. But, I mean, you know, it's up to what's practically optimal is 1 melee, 1 with double pistols, and then obviously the 2 other guns.
Yeah, you cover your bases there, but it looks like she's picked up the crowbar anyway. I guess that was I jumped the gun on that one. I was excited to see some double pistol action, akimbo.
We were very close to readying up, so it was possible. Very possible.
But we are going live for Team Fast and Serious' Survivor side. Effective actually already spawned up, looking for a hit right into the safe room here. Charger manages to land a triple charge, quadruple charge almost even. And the jockey's trying to get a ride on the coach, manages to land it. Very nice infected side here for Team Duty, and the tank is up in the hands of E. Extremely nice hit onto Team Fast and Serious here, guys, and oh my goodness.
What a spit. Oof.
And the charge set that all up, but you know, after that, I don't really want to, but we should probably head over to Team Duty's war room and see how they're gonna play this out.
Sounds good.
Sure. You can maybe help bleed him out in a little bit since you have first pass still. Vice, especially.
Oh my god, I forgot to turn off my mumble freaking text-to-speech stuff.
Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Good luck! Melee on their back. Let's go.
Oh, Coach is invisible for me. And so is Rush.
They're invisible?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. I see that too.
Nice jockey. Just got one
Thanks.
left. Nice. You got this.
Dude.
I'm coming, I'm coming. Nice!
Nice.
Sweet! And you couldn't
Be
even
invisible.
see how...
Wow, what a 1v1.
Yeah, I gotta say, I didn't see the tank actually making it out there for a second. I thought maybe Ika was gonna die, but very, very nice infected side we saw from Team Duty there. And that's gonna give them a very large lead. You normally see this in Dead Center if one team is able to capitalize with that early tank. So this isn't totally abnormal. However, like I said, the infected side for Team Duty was just very, very good. That triple charge really made it easy for that tank to make a wipe out of that.
Whatever.
I think the best Fast and Serious can hope for on this map is the early tank, and they do not get it. It's going to be a late tank. It's actually, I think this tank is going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's going to be that corridor, that like long corridor right before they get to the gun store.
It may even be a bit earlier. It's hard to say. I think you're probably right. It's either going to be in the corridor or it'll be just above or just before the corridor, above the highway. Or not the highway, but you know what I mean.
Either way, it gives Fast and Serious a bit of distance before encountering the tank, so you know they can kind of even it out, especially if they take the tank really well. And we are live. We have a Charger, Smoker, Boomer, and Hunter for the first hit. Carnes, do you want to take it?
Sure thing. Looks like the survivors are hoping to clear the CI as they're coming out. Hope they're all rushing out together here. Smoker going for a pull. Oh, we got the charge. Oh, nice double cap and a triple boom. Very nice.
He actually ended up getting the proxy boom, so it was a quad boom. That was a great boom.
Yeah, it's definitely nice for Fast and Serious to make an important first hit out of that after the somewhat demoralizing Survivor side on the first map, so they're definitely going to have to make their infected count on this map.
Reloading! Stop shooting me, alright?
Looks like they have another good setup in this tiny little room here. A good spit charge on the stairway. This could be big.
Reloading.
Interesting to see how this will play out. We're actually seeing the Smoker lead the charge. However, chose a precarious position to spawn. It's actually going to be a little awkward for her to land this pull. It's pretty easy to break the tongue on the stairs here. Hunter has pre-spawn, however, Charger spawned up as well. They may just opt to go with the Hunter leading, looking for the stumble, is able to land it. Spit lands as well, but he's on. Smoker actually pulls Nick down, and he gets a stumble from the Hunter. Actually, a little bit of a bug there, and Spitter getting a ton of scratches on a Nick there, following up the spit. Very nice infected hit there by Team Fast and Serious again. Really cranking it up a notch.
This is definitely the type of play that they want to continue throughout the rest of the map. I mean, by the time they get tank up, the survivors might be worse for wear if they can continue getting hits like this. It looks like they are shopping a little bit, trying to find a set of pills to give to Nick.
Looks like they found some.
You know, Vixen actually finding a pair of pills there, so they're shopping. Paid some dividends. Gonna need all the extra help they're gonna need for this tank up here. They're actually at 30%, so I think you are right, Brightness, about this tank being in the corridor. Boomer actually, though, pre-spawning, able to land a double boom on the two survivors. This is really important to land the boom before a hit. Actually going to help a lot. This jockey managing to separate Ellis completely. Charger getting a nice charge onto Nick, pushing him all the way into the back, separating Rochelle, who had to clear the Charger first. Coach taking a bit of damage from the Smoker as well. Ellis being dragged almost all the way back to the other choke point in the back there, and once again, just very solid hit, being really consistent as well. So this is definitely, like you said, Brightness, the type of play they need to keep up if they want to make this tank a wipe, and definitely to reverse the momentum from the previous match.
We do have a 2-2 for the next hit. It looks like Boomer's going in and sacking. And they might opt to wait until the survivors are going to drop to hit, because they have a Smoker for a good pullback. They have a decent hit for, oh, they actually end up going inside. The Hunter lands and the Spit lands onto Ellis. That is going to make Ellis slow, and he's going to have to commit a set of pills as they push forward and take this choke.
Two bleeders pre-tank. That's not something Duty wants to have, but something they're going to have to deal with.
It's definitely going to make fighting this tank a bit more of a challenge than they wanted. Now, the question arrives, with this tank spawning up, it can be taken a various amount of ways, but we're actually probably going to see a hit here first. Which is kind of odd, considering you probably want to have a hit. This jockey and the Boomer actually dying before even able to do anything. Charger looking for some scratches, following a charge, and is able to land actually a nice double charge, getting some bit of pre-damaged chip onto the survivors. But now the tank is up, gonna be in the hands of Vice.
Do we want to take it to a survivor war room? Go to team duty?
This could actually be kind of interesting for the survivors, because they have to back up, and this could be big if they eat a boom or a charge being pushed back by the tank. So I think, yeah, team duty war room, why not?
Who the fuck?
Comes around.
I'm jacking back.
Pull right next to me. Yeah. He's coming back for you, I think. He's coming up.
Shoot the common Deva.
Get up.
Thank you.
He's coming. JK.
The ground keeps shaking.
He's dead.
It's dead.
He's actually quite a nice tank. I thought that was actually going to be a wipe at first, but a few missed punches, unfortunately, made it a bit hard for that to be achieved. But the survivors are in quite critical condition, I'd say, after that.
It's possible for them to wipe them here at the bottom of the stairs. This could be a really deadly hit for them if the SI handle it correctly. So it could more or less be a wipe tank. They are all bleeding out. And our next hit is coming into play. We have a Smoker, Charger, Spitter, and Jockey. Smoker goes in and dies. Jockey gets a Jock. And that will be an in cap onto Ellis. And the Spit goes out. Oh, a little short. Oh no! It actually ended up on Ellis. We still have a Charger, but it looks like the Charger is opting to save for the stairs.
Yeah.
It looks like no, it's okay. I think Vixen was the savior of that tank. Vixen's the one who kept the team up by dodging that punch there at first and then getting 51% damage. But Ellis is now black and white, and that's very dangerous for this store. Once one survivor falls, I mean, all of them could easily fall.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, surprise attack coming in from the infected here. Nice charge. Boomer or Spitter actually was not able to really do anything. Got popped before able landing spit. Nice double boom coming out at the end. No one actually scratching. I believe it was Coach actually in the back there. Rochelle's going to have to pick him up. And it looks like actually the survivors are kind of pussyfooting. They should just hit the button and go for the Coach.
Yeah.
But I think they're a little afraid that Rochelle might not be able to hold off the horde on her own.
Yeah, at this point, I think they're really just going for points. They don't have any more pills, and this could be a death out on the Coach. And it is, in fact, a death out on the Coach. I would just run for points, and that is what Rochelle is doing. She knows what she is doing.
They should have gone behind the semi and touched the end of the barrier for maximum distance. So I don't think they'll make it out of the store.
I guess possibly holding out hope that they can make it to the rest of the map without really needing the distance. But it's always a nice precaution if you're that worried that you won't be able to make the points in the end. So they do have the Coke, and Rochelle will be able to pick up Nick while tanking the rest of the horde in the back. And they actually didn't mess up the cards a little bit, so they doesn't look like they'll be able to jump back up that way. Boomer actually coming in for a nice drop onto two of the survivors. Nick, the only one that's not being blinded by the boom right now. There is another not a 3-cap, but a Charger is able to land onto Nick there. Spit gonna follow it up, and Nick actually goes down regardless of the spit. Jockey looking for a right onto Ellis, but being meleeed 3 times before being finally murdered in cold blood. The shotgun of Rochelle, and Ellis is suffering at the hands of the common, and the death spit gonna end up dying. Finds a little comedy in that.
I think that also might be a death. Oh, this is going to be the wipe. If M2. Oh no, they don't get it. And that is the wipe on Team Duty. Really good SI play by Fast and Serious this round.
Yeah, and like Corn said, really, Vixen was kind of the MVP for that tank. They wouldn't have even gotten the rest of those points if she hadn't have avoided the punch in the corner there by the tank. So really getting them a bunch of extra points is really what they need in that situation, especially when it's looking pretty grim.
Zombie apocalypse ain't all that bad.
So now that we're coming into the second half of this map, Fast and Serious playing on the survivor side, they're definitely going to want to add on to their lead. And I don't know, Corns, what do you think? Do you think that the survivors made the correct choice when they pushed up to make sure the tank wasn't able to move up? Or do you think maybe they should have taken it a bit more safe and moving back down to the bottom?
I think they had the right idea. I don't know if they executed it perfectly. I think they needed 2 Uzis up front. I think they had Uzi shotgun, right? Up front with the tank. If they had the 3 Uzis, they could have shredded him before he made it all the way back. And I don't know if you noticed, but the infected had a real hard time spawning. They needed the tank to push in so they could all spawn under the stairs. But with the survivors standing in the middle of that long hallway, it was really to their advantage.
Yeah, I agree. I think that if you move down to the lower part of that area, you're actually risking having the tank just jump down and, you could go for the hittable. It's pretty easy to get spawns in the area, as well as you can spawn behind the brush in the back and the tree as well. So, yeah, I agree with you. They probably should have had more eyes on their behinds and watching the spawns, that they knew where the infected would come from.
Exactly.
Moving on, though, we're going to see the first hit for the infected, though they need the survivors to come out of the safe room before they can effectively hit. We do see a Charger, Smoker, Boomer, and a Hunter. So, a pretty decent hit. They'd rather have a Spitter, obviously, in this situation, but Boomer's still pretty good. Will probably end up coming out at the end there, actually getting a nice pop. Sweet will be able to shut down that Boomer. However, the rest of the infected are able to land quite nicely. Charger almost landing a pound. However, sad story being cleared just in time. And actually not a lot of damage coming out of that hit. So, Team Fast and Serious making a good point to come out strong in the safe room there. And just like before on the other half of this map, making that first few minutes count. So
they are wasting no time rushing through this map, trying to take the stair choke before the SI have a chance to spawn, and they get it. What good rushing on their part here.
Yeah, definitely making it through that choke point's a pretty big deal, especially when you are, they probably have a Spitter because they didn't have one last hit, so they don't want to have to deal with that in that area. And it looks like Deva's still dealing with some laggy issues, so they are going to pause. Obviously, trying to play with lag is pretty not fun during a match, so you don't want anything going wrong. But yeah, interestingly enough, they actually have a 2-2 here. I don't believe I saw a Charger in their hit, so this probably won't end up... Yeah, it's actually a Smoker, so they have a Boomer, Spitter, Hunter, and a Smoker, and that's probably not going to do a whole lot unless they get some, lucky coincidences to happen in their favor. So we'll probably see Fast and Serious take this a little slow and look for the Boomer pop, and then probably end up rushing all the way to the next choke point, which is the stairs and the small ammo room before the jump off the trailer.
And they have the health to bait it out. They don't need to rush by any means, so they can clear the common, wait for something to happen, bait it underneath of this bridge. They are really in a good position right now, especially after taking that choke and not taking any damage there. I think the key factor here will be how well they take the tank.
Now, I think some teams would be tempted to wait a little bit and go for the hit after they go through the underpass, but I don't know. What do you think, Cornge? Do you think they should just throw this hit right away? Because it's pretty bad. Like, they have a Hunter and a Spitter, which is okay, but the Boomer and the Smoker, I mean, realistically, they shouldn't be doing too much to a competent team, right?
Exactly. I mean, this is a weak 2-2. I would just throw it in and sack it. Try to get something else. But I think they're gonna wait till the other side.
Well, actually, the Boomer is spawned behind the pickup, or has positioned herself behind the pickup, so looking for that boom, but unfortunately not going to find it. So, yeah, I think like you said, they probably should just throw this away. It's not going to do a whole lot. They'd be better off having a hit for the choke point. So, I mean, the alternative here is just throwing the Boomer away, but I mean, you may as well throw the whole hit. I mean, realistically, you'll probably get a Spitter anyway, and you'll probably get a Charger as well, so...
Yeah, but it looks like they're opting to just hit them on the other side of this overpass.
We do have a... Oh, we have the Smoker coming in, getting a pull, and we got a temporary 2-cap. Smoker is still alive. Boomer rocketing in, gets one boom. And we still have Spitter and Smoker. It looks like Smoker's opting to get a respawn.
Spitter's going in to die, it looks like.
Yeah, so I think like Brightness said, Fast and Serious making it a point to live by their name, going fast and serious, making it through the underpass here. They're actually, it's interesting to note that Team Duty actually had 3 hits here, or sorry, Fast and Serious had 3 hits by this point, whereas Team Duty only has 2 so far, and not nearly as much damage done. So they've really got to make these next few hits count leading up to the tank. Otherwise, they're going to be looking at quite a tough fight. This Boomer actually spawns up in the back, going to find a vomit onto Nick. However, it looks like they're saving the rest of the hit for the choke point up top.
Yeah, they definitely want to try to get a spitter here, although I don't think the survivors are going to let that happen.
And I think you're right, Corns. And actually, Jockey looking like maybe going to try and separate Ellis, but he's given his position away, and now the survivors know what they're trying to do. This could be much easier for them to deal with without having to worry about the unexpectedness of the silent Jockey. So Smoker has spawned, will find the pull onto Ellis. Avoiding the charge, though, is pretty key, and they did manage to stumble. Jockey Jockey did manage to get a stumble spit. Not going to find a whole lot of damage, though.
Jump onto the truck.
The majority of the damage there going out from the spit on the stairs. But pretty good handle by Fast and Serious. That's definitely a dangerous choke to take, and they took it very well. Now all they do is need to... I think they probably have one more hit to take before getting tank up.
Reloading.
Yeah, and like I said before, I think I actually like if they would wait to hit, because I mean, realistically, how much damage are you going to get here? Before, like I said, Boomer completely whiffing, unfortunately. They do separate Ellis, though, with a nice pull. Charger going to intercept Nick there, and actually may even find another charge. However, he was left low enough to be able to clear with an Uzi. So, nice handling, nice recovery there by Fast and Serious, but a little bit of a misplay there by Ellis getting pulled up in front. But, unfortunately, we're seeing another pause.
Yeah,
Looks like
this
it's
up to 1,000.
Still lagging. But... the wonders of online gaming.
That last hit did take, I think it was Chi. Chi is now in the yellow, so she will have to commit pills before the tank comes in. But they are still in really great shape. They have 3 survivors, still green. If they can take this tank really well and make it through this event, then they're making a lot back from the first map.
Yep, so right about 55%. We should see this tank spawning relatively quickly. They actually do have a spitter and a hunter already. They're going to waste the spitter, obviously, and the tank is up. At the reins is going to be Vixen. They actually have a charger set up in the back. It looks like it's an AI, however. And this Boomer, going to look for a boom power, being quickly shut down by Vice there. The AI charger just managed to get 10 points off from the charge, but now the tank's going to have to wait a little bit. Doesn't want to take chip, obviously, so she will sit and wait until she's got the particular hit she wants to commit with. So,
you want to take it to a survivor war room?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Oh, watch out the smoke.
Would it be easier for us to clear if we're in the middle together?
You guys need to come a little bit forward, maybe, just in case.
Okay.
We need at least to chip this thing like 3k before you like get the SI.
Yeah,
just be careful the middle of the bridge. There's always Boomer there, right there.
Yeah, and if there's a charger to chip it, you can level it easy.
Alright, he's committing. There he's going. Good level. Still jockey. Are you fucking kidding? I got double get up? Man, this stupid shit.
Nice.
Hey, I need some help over here.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having all the Uzis up front. I think they should have maybe had the shotgun a little bit more towards the back to prevent the SI, but overall a pretty solid take there.
Yeah, and the damage, the incap going out onto someone who had the least amount of health bonus and the least amount of health. So they really allocated the brunt of the damage to where they needed to in order to keep 3 very healthy survivors at this point. And 2 more sets of pills. I mean, they're looking really pretty right now.
It's definitely looking good for or Fast and Serious now. And I actually didn't see, but I like to point out that a very, very good level pretty much saved them there, because that could have been disastrous if that charge had landed. But I'm not sure who it was, but that person did a really good job that last thing. Actually getting a very nice pick on the smoker there. Ellis handling it like a champ, missing the dead stop, but not going to get boomed either. So Team Fast and Serious looking really solid coming out on this half of Dead Center 2.
And here they are again, living up to their name, just rushing in, trying to get as much distance while spawns are down. We have the spawns coming back up. Carnes, do you want to take this hit?
Sure thing. We've got a smoker, jockey, spitter, and charger. This is damage potential right here. Looks like they're coming in. Smoker's nice pull. This charger going for punches. Ooh, double cap. Oh, taking the charge. Oh, good spit charge there, and common lock. That's going to be a down. Oh, just barely. Rochelle making it away with just barely enough health.
And they managed to find another set of pills, so they just committed 2 sets and they still have one more. Looks like Rochelle's a bit ported, but they're going to leave her. They're just going to try to rush and get the coke into the bin.
Yeah, their main chunk of health bonus is left on Vice, on Nick, and looks like they're going to be protecting her as much as they can. There's Whitaker's missile taking out the barrier. Hit coming in from the back. Uh-oh. SI a little far away. And
Nice
shut
sets up
down.
by Rochelle. And that is the rest of the hit. They have a spitter. Spitter's trying to go in and get a scratch and die.
This looks like to be the end of the common horde. And they're fast enough to take this ending area. Oh, looks like a witch here.
They actually could have gone for that witch, but she was absolutely covered in horde, so it's not looking like a great idea. It actually looks like they still want to kill it though, so interesting to see. They may go back for it after the infected have hit, but no, actually making the call to go for the safe room. They know that charge spawned up in the back, so they're essentially avoiding the charge unless Coach actually is separated by a smoker pull, and looks like we may even see him be charged all the way towards the witch. This could be very bad for Ellis. They need to go for this crown before clearing him, actually. And
and that is what they do. Great crown, quick crown by Chi, and an end cap out on the code. But if they rush, which it seems like they're going to, they will most likely make it into the safe room without having to take one more hit.
Let's hope there's still somebody here.
With plenty of health bonus left to go. Oh, there's a, what is that? A hunter. Yeah, what a skeet.
Skeet, pop, spitter down, jockey.
They're just shutting down the hit.
Definitely, yep. It's a great take of that map. That map can be hard, especially there at the end.
yeah, definitely making up the point gap as they make it to the safe room with 184 health bonus, and that's going to leave the scores at Team Fast and Serious at 840 with Team Duty at 1175. Which is pretty darn close going into the third map. There's only 4 as this is Dead Center, so we're already halfway into this. And the third map tends to be the decider. In most cases, anyway.
Definitely, it's very big. There's lots of potential for devastating hits, as well as if it's an early tank, anything can happen.
Let me know. I got blood on my suit.
Yeah, and even if it's not an early tank, which it won't be, we're seeing the tanks at 71%. Tanks are actually pretty hit and miss. They can either be really scary or they can be, no hitters, depending on how the survivors end up taking it. So, should be interesting regardless of what happens.
I'm actually not sure where the sync will spawn. My guess is that it will be right before they get to the alarm button, the event that they have to turn off the alarm. I think it will be there. And we're going live. What a quick ready up there. We have a spitter, hunter, charger, and jockey for the first hit. Team Duty is just looking to clear out some common before they decide how they're gonna rush out or run out, bait out.
Yeah, they're definitely feeling the pressure after that last map, so they don't want to make too many hasty decisions all at once. Hunter spawning a bit early, and they're not able to find the Skeed. However, they will find the dead stop. Jockey has ridden Rochelle back into the safe room. Charger was able to land a few scratches before being cleared at the hands of Code. Gonna end up being respectable amount of damage for the first hit here.
It looks like they are a little bit separated, but they will manage to get back together before taking the next hit, which will be at the escalators.
Looks like we have a witch about halfway down the escalator on the right side. Let's see how they take this.
Down that escalator.
They're split on opposite sides of the escalators, which I've seen. This can be devastating for some teams, but I don't think that'll be the case here.
It looks like they're going to try to draw it.
Yeah, they have set themselves up, although maybe avoiding the draw call and actually just avoiding to completely ignore her, or possibly even go for her after the infected hit's been handled and dealt with, and Rochelle being pulled. Momentarily they're being cleared relatively quickly though. The hands of the shotguns, and Spitter not really able to do a whole lot. Ellis being forced to run through the brunt of it, unfortunately, and the smoker's still up. They are looking for the switch though. They need to deal with the smoker before killing her, and Smoker is able to find somebody pulling Ellis pretty close, and that's just going to really make it easier for him. Smoker has no time and really not able to save the witch, and that's going to wrap up that witch. Deva going to get the crown.
I really like the way the survivors dropped off the escalator and went behind. It forced the SI to chase them all the way to the other side and get shut down.
Yeah, I think 2 out of the 3 spawned behind them. So making it very clear where the SI were going to be. They are now taking this choke. Looks like they're YOLO running up it.
Hunter spawned up in front of the survivors looking for a pounce, but no, going to be shot down at the hands of Deva, or not Deva, sorry, Pokemon.
Hey, watch out!
And
With
really the rest of the hit just kind of went and didn't do a whole lot. There is still a charger and a spitter up though. It looks like they may be setting up for a possible charge spit. Maybe see if the survivors aren't paying attention, but the rest of the hit will be up. Survivors taking their time, went back for, it looks like, some chrome shotguns. It's definitely going to help dealing with this infected.
This charge spit could be really devastating. Oh, and they choose to do it in this alley or this corridor. A bit of damage. Oh, a lot of damage going out onto Ellis. That is a down onto Ellis from spit damage mostly.
Yeah, Deva quickly discovering it's not the best idea to run into a corner where there's spit. I mean, unfortunately, I think she was hoping for the spit to spread forward, not backward, but sometimes it's not the way the game works, unfortunately.
And now they know they have 1 survivor in full bleed. They are going to hightail it through this event. Boomer spawns up and gets a boom onto Coat, drawing a bit of horde. Hunter coming in and wall pouncing Nick. It looks like they're all going in kind of 1 by 1, which isn't really a great way, but it might be that they're sacking to try to get a really good escalator hit.
Well, actually, I think they're just having an issue right now where they're going in 1 by 1 with their SI hits. The survivors do hit the alarm button. We're going to have a tank spawn up soon, but the SI do have a charger for this escalator, and that can be rough if there's not a level or a chip or something.
A charger and a smoker. This could be a really good hit.
Oh, and boomed 1. This guy's up here alone if the... Oh, but they have no one to capitalize on him. Oh, but the charger takes him.
This is actually really nice because the tank is up. And with a separated Nick almost actually going down there. We do... Do I see Nick cap? No, my bad. Okay, sorry, my HUD's messed up. But the tank is up. Why don't we go ahead and throw it over to Fast and Serious for him?
Sounds good, let's do it.
I swear, sometimes this game is bull.
Wait, just wait. Wait for us. That horde is dying. We need to like... Alright, going in now? Going in, tank. Horde is out for you. We need to help the tank as soon as possible though. Help her. Right now.
Go, 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 go.
Wait, what happened to the jockey? Or Hunter, I don't know.
Cleared.
Shit.
a valiant effort there by the tank, but I mean, she got 2 downs at least, but it was 2 downs on people who didn't have health bonus anymore. Leaving the survivors with a solid 2 survivors with a pretty high amount of health bonus.
I think it was just one in cap, and then the other person was already in full bleed. I think Devo was already in full bleed.
You're right, my mistake. I meant like a punch onto somebody who didn't have health bonus, and it's not what Fast and Furious wanted.
Oh, we have a charged spit going out into the room, and then a pull in the spit on Nick. That is going to be a lot of work going out onto his health there. And an in cap, another in cap onto Deva. She will be black and white.
Deva seems to enjoy running through this fit, but she finds humor in it herself, so it's all in good fun. But yeah, it seems Fast and Serious struggled with the idea of committing there with the end tail of the Horde. We're actually seeing a nice hit coming up with the Smoker, separating Ellis, and they're going to be able to shut down the jockey before she's able to intercept anything. The Hunter really left awkwardly wait for the rest of her team. Team Duty is actually doing very nice right now.
They're entering this something of a maze of a last area, but
yeah,
it doesn't give the SI many opportunities to take them out. Despite how big the area looks, they really only have 1, maybe 2 attacks left.
Yeah, there's not a lot of props to hide behind, so it's kind of hard to find your spawn sometimes. But sure, Fast and Serious will be able to do it. Charger actually spawning up in the back and to lead the charge, but leading with the Charger usually means the Charger will die first, and unfortunately that is the case in this situation. Spitter forced to spit to block the survivors. Not really going to find that 100 pounds either, being shot down at the hands of Dave. And yeah, that's going to do it. Jockey actually spawning up at the last moment, looking for anything she can really muster, and that's going to be nothing. And survivals will make it into the safe room.
Yeah, the SI have a Smoker left, but I don't think that Smoker's going to amount to much.
And you're correct, the Smoker goes in and gets cleared more or less instantly, giving them a bonus of 528 for this round. And a total of 24-23.
So unfortunately,
God.
Fortunately for Team Fast and Serious, they weren't able to make too much of their infected this round. They managed to do a lot of work last map, which helped them catch up, but they're going to have to do a lot of work on their survivor side here to keep up the pace. They're staring down about a 2,000, well, not quite a 2,000 point lead, but about a 1,500 point lead, unfortunately for them.
Reloading.
We're definitely going to need to see some solid survivor play here and on the finale if they want to take this game.
I mean, they had the momentum on map 2. They realized what they needed to overcome, and they reduced the score differential a huge amount on map 2. So if they keep up that momentum for this map, then they should have no problem staying very close to Team Duty.
Of course, we've seen what they can do, and I mean, I believe in them, but it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, definitely. But starting out the second half of the third map here in Desert, Fast and Serious taking their time exiting the safe room, clearing out all the common infected before opting to move out. It looks like actually Team Duty set up their Hunter in the safe room, so it looks like we won't see the hit come out until they've all left. Jockey spawned a bit early, maybe trying to prompt the survivors to, come out. I've already spawned, you know where I am, you can leave the safe room. But Team Fast Serious not quite buying it. They're looking for this Jockey, maybe just not really ready to leave yet. Looking for Rochelle, who's left in the back, and the Charger and the Hunter both coming from the same direction. This could mean doom for the infected hit, however. Hunter bouncing around, trying to avoid the bullets. This is not the Matrix, unfortunately not going to be able to do it entirely. Does manage to land, though, finding the spitter as well on the hunted target, and the Charger is not going to really be able to do anything for her efforts.
Actually, about the same amount of damage going out from Team Duty as Team Fast and Serious for their first hit.
Interesting to point out, actually, that they may have thought they could rush this Witch, but the Smoker was the first to die, so she will be able to spawn up earlier than expected for the... Luckily the survivors did not jump the gun and try and rush her.
It looks like Fast and Serious is going to take their time. They're in no rush. They want to pick off some of the SI before they make their way down the escalator.
They're opting for a similar strategy that we saw Duty take. We may see them try to jump down behind the escalator again.
Now see, what I think Team Duty... Oh, actually quite a nice pull on Rochelle there. However, that's not going to bring them close enough to the Witch, and Smoker will try and scratch her to keep her aggravated, but to really no avail. If they're able to shut down the Smoker, the Witch will still be relatively free, and Smoker's repositioning herself so she will be able to help the Witch in case they try to crown her, but I think it's in the Survivor's best interest to just move along now. And actually Nick, getting a nice crown regardless of being pulled, so nice crown there by Chi, getting the crown to the pull. And that will stagger the infected spawns, unfortunately for Team Duty trying to go for the Hail Mary on the Witch. I think the risk was worth it though.
Reloading.
I mean, they definitely need the 20 points. They need all the points they can get at this point. We have a boom going out onto 2 survivors, Charger going in whipping, and Hunter looking for a pounce, gets skeeted by Chi. What a great skeet. And Spitter, YOLO spitting, and just trying to block them from getting up the stairs.
Get another solid take by Fast and Serious.
Yeah, we're seeing pretty similar performances, the only difference really being at about this stage, Deva unfortunately found herself staring at Spit in the corner with the unlucky spread there. And Smoker actually trying to separate one of the survivors in the back, won't be able to get it, however. Looks like they may try to go for it again anyway, but the Smoker is awkwardly stuck in the back. Probably just going to go for a despawn though. And we'll see Team Duty set up their hit either downstairs or at the choke point when they've opened the doors. But
we have a boomer looking for... Oh, Oni doesn't get it. Hunter pre-spawn, goes for a hunt, gets M2'd. Get M2'd more, Hunter. And it looks like the rest of the SI are going to just save for the event. I mean, they're definitely at this point doing a bit better than Duty was doing at this event. If they can take this next 2 choke or 1 choke really well, then they will be in a really good shape to take the tank.
yeah, so they definitely don't have the pressure of having a bleeder on them, which is quite nice for the survivors, but they're definitely using it to their advantage, taking their time, clearing all this extra common in front of the door before deciding to leave. So really just maybe hoping this boomer will spawn on them, but the boomer has placed herself in the vent in front of them when they open the doors. So they do know probably they got an idea of what the boomer is, but they're not 100% sure. They will probably look for the vent spawn though. Door has opened. Nick looking for the pick on the boomer. Being very patient, needs to clear the horde though, doesn't want to be common locked while the boomer's spot, and actually getting a pop on it, but it will find the proxy on a Nick and Coach. That's a pretty good boom considering. And it looks like the rest of the infected have actually set themselves up on top on the escalator, gonna look for either a ledge hang or possibly even a death charge. So definitely in Team Duty's favor here. Ooh, almost landing the death pull there. But here we go, rushing all the way up the escalator. They're going to land the jock on a Rochelle there. Yeah, very much. And actually just going for the punches. I'm surprised the Charger didn't wait. Actually getting a nice pull, intercept pull onto Nick there. They are going to find the down onto Jade with the jockey, but jockey escaping with really almost no bonus. And
it looks like Nick got
is AFK. Oh, Deva's lagging again.
Yeah, Deva's ping.
It looks like Nick actually got, instead of getting a tongue cut, he got a level onto the Charger at the last second. That was pretty amazing to watch.
Yeah, definitely some divine intervention there. We actually saw during that the tank has spawned up. So we don't know who is playing the tank yet, but it will spawn pretty much as soon as this pause comes down. And I don't know about you guys, but I think what I want to see is I want to see Team Duty's tank just push in immediately and go with as much luck as possible, because, you know, I think Fast and Serious really lost a chance there because they opted to wait a little too long to go. They wanted to wait for the special infected spawns, which does help a lot. However, if the tank was able to find a corner there with the common lock onto somebody, because there was quite a bit of common still when she'd opted to just wait instead. I think by the time that she'd gotten the corner down, she would have taken a lot of damage, but she would have had the infected up, and I think it would have amounted to more in the long run.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's the call I would make. This tank just needs to be decisive. You can't try to play both worlds like Team Fast and Serious' tank did.
And wrap up that idea, the tank is pretty close here. We probably will see her pushing soon, so why don't we head over to Team Duty's war room?
Sounds like a good idea.
I don't know. As soon as you can.
Okay.
You guys can go ahead.
Okay. You're up.
Oh no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
They're like super spread out. What are we gonna do?
Go ahead.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Sorry,
team.
You are still first pass, I guess.
Hmm. Here I go. Please help me now.
Wow. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Punch it.
See if you can like drop
Can
down
you like
maybe.
stay alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're hoarded, yeah, nice. Just back up, like, as far as you can. Ready, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm good.
Oh, I like your spawn, Smoker. Sorry. Deva, you here?
She's
It's
not.
over 9,000.
You can go in, Jackie.
She's
on another planet right now.
Oh. Oh yeah, we're pink. It's alright, Jackie.
The fuck?
It's okay, Jackie. Run away!
What's
She's an
AI?
alien.
Oh.
Wow.
So I've
Go
got
ahead.
an interesting opinion on that, but I want to wait and see what you guys think about what just happened.
I think it was a great tank. I mean, I expected a lot less, to be honest. Not because I don't believe in Pokemon. I totally believe in Pokemon. But she was less than half health when she kind of committed. And then she kept backing out. I mean... Or no, she did commit. She committed with less than half health. Managed to deplete all of the health bonus on 2 survivors. I mean, more or less doing a lot of work alone, solo work, and then staying alive and bleeding them out. I mean, I thought that was a great tank.
touching on that, actually, Jade is dead. Rest in peace, Jade. It's gonna be one team member less for the safe room of Team Fast and Serious, but yeah, I'm not sure what Corns thought of that tank, but initially I completely disagreed and I was just cringing because I'm like, there's no way this tank's gonna really do anything with half health. And then, surely enough, I'm completely wrong. Pokemon's, like you said, manages to deplete health bonus on 2 of the survivors. And, I mean, it's hard to argue with results, so I really can't criticize that tank at all. She did an excellent job, and her support helped a lot.
I think Jackie was not able to go in, or I don't think I saw it go in during the tank because it had such high ping. So, I mean, she really had very little support or help, and she did a lot of work with it.
I think you guys wrapped that tank up for me. I mean, I think we were all cringing a little bit saying that sub 50% commit. But, again, can't argue with results, just like you said. It's like Jockey got picked off this escalator. We've got the Charger looking for a charge down. Nick's limping up. Oh, Hunter gets instantly cleared. Spit goes in. Let's see if this Charger can make something of this. He's getting picked. Charger half health. Oh, misses the charge on the escalator. Gonna finish off the Charger and the Spitter, and they're gonna take the escalator.
Just move through the spit. Obviously not too worried about dying at this point, but she is staring down the safe room with 1 health. Should be interesting to see how this turns out.
Smoke goes out on the Chi, and that is an in-cap onto her. It looks like the other 2 decide to just get into the safe room. I don't know if they're even going to save her. This might actually be left for dead.
It looks like Cheese, yeah, it looks like Cheese calling to stay. They're leaving poor Nick out there to die.
And yeah, that's going to wrap up map 3 for both sides. Team Fast and Serious making it to the safe room with 96 health bonus, and that's going to leave the scores with Team Fast and Serious at 1608 and Team Duty at 2423. So that's quite a respectable lead going into the finale. This basically means that once Team Duty's gotten a few cans in, they basically, well, they being Fast and Serious, basically has to make the map with some health bonus to win. Which is definitely, okay, I was about to word that completely wrong, so I'm glad I stopped myself. But it's definitely possible. It's just going to be kind of tough. This finale, out of most of the other ones, there is a reason why finales aren't typically played anymore. And it's because they're quite difficult to make. I mean, they do take up a lot of time, and that's one of the reasons why they do tend to be hard to finish. There's going to be 2 tanks this map, which spawns right outside the elevator, so you have to handle that properly. And among other things, both tanks are typically rock tanks. So you got all those integers in.
Usually,
it's going to be hard for both sides, is what I'm saying.
Usually the witch spawns at the bottom of the elevator, so not only as soon as you come out of the elevator do you have tank up, but you have to handle witch. It really, I think, comes down to how well that you handle the witch and the tank right there. I mean, if you take a really bad hit, then you're going to have someone bleeding out over the course of 2 tanks, or multiple people bleeding out. You do not want that.
Yeah, not to mention if you don't deal with the witch quickly enough, and, you know, if someone goes down, you have to pick them up. The tank does spawn at the safe room, but that's about, you got about, let's say, 15 seconds before the tank's in your face. So you have to deal with the witch, and if someone goes down to the witch, pick that person up, and then get into a safe area. So this finale tends to be a little bit hard to make for either side. So looking at a best case situation for Fast and Serious, they get it down with the witch. The tank's able to get in front of the elevator within the time it takes them for them to pick him up, and
we are
they
live.
wipe them right at the start there. But like you said, we are alive.
We have a Smoker, Charger, Hunter, and Boomer. Not the greatest hit for this opening hit. It looks like Hunter is pre-spawned, looking to end, gets picked off. Charger and Smoker coming out of the safe room also gets picked off. That just leaves Boomer, and Boomer is pretty good to save for this next hit. And it looks like the boomer is going to save. So again, here we see the witch at the bottom of the elevator. I have never seen it any other way. This is really the make or break point, for me at least, I think, for the survivors. Let's see how well they take this next hit.
Yeah, it's definitely a little intense. You can, interestingly enough, they have a spitter. What you can do with that spitter is if you place the spit perfectly, you can spread it all the way into the elevator with a large spread, whereas actually popping the boomer on the outside of the glass is a big no-no in this situation. They did shoot the witch, and she's actually going the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
She's going for a jog. She's seen the sights. And she's stuck in a permanent climb.
Okay, well, for Team Fast and Serious, that's kind of a downer, but the tank is up. Move along, and I don't know, what do you think we should go to Survivor or Infected Warroom, guys?
Let's get on Infected. I mean, Fast and Serious have a lot to do on this, and we want to listen to them work, I think.
Okay, definitely, I agree.
I'm literally losing a pass just to like waiting for you guys to attack. Please go in. Yeah, I'm fucking second pass now. Go quicker next time. Like whoever just spawned, just go in. This fucking game paused 20 times.
Pausing for the 100th time. It should be deducted points for that.
It's whatever. Please keep your attack.
Reloading.
Fucking bullshit. Rotate, huh? Don't go yet. Please wait. Wait. Keep waiting. Wait. Alright, go in.
Are you kidding me? That bitch's lag, man.
I'm fucking dead.
This is so bullshit. I charged them and it glitched on my screen.
That's fine.
Wow, that's great. I love this game.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Go now. Go in.
Alright, and we are back from that tank. I'll just go ahead and give my opinion. I thought that was a lot of work, a lot of solo work going out from Chi. She punched one person down before sending in her SI, which was a great call. Unfortunately, that charger didn't land onto Deva. I think because of her ping, it looked like it was charging into her and just nothing happened. So that was a really unfortunate result of high ping. But we have a jock going out onto, who is that, Ellis?
And they actually are gonna able to burn the first can as well. So a nice play by the spitter. They're opting to go for the time instead of the damage. So gonna send up the rest of the attack. I suppose actually getting a nice charge onto Nick, separating someone else with a smoker pole as well. But both infected are gonna die, and they're gonna get this first cannon. The horde has officially spawned and pressuring the infected. But yeah, I think he summed it up pretty well. Chi did a lot of good damage there. It looked like they were a little frustrated, but you know, they did do a lot of work with that tank. Unfortunately, like you said, the charger wasn't able to land. It looked like a bit of a glitch there with the lag, but all things considered, they did a good job. Actually, Boomer.
The survivors are opting to drop the cans down and not carry them. So this is a potential for the cans to get lit.
It looks like the spitter's setting up, looking for a good can light here. Oh, she's going for it. Oh, they saved the cans. Good work by the survivors there.
this one.
Yeah. Making nice. He's actually a nice double charge there, following up the somewhat failed spit of trying to burn the cans. Nice amount of damage going to come out there from Team Fast and Serious. However, Spitter's spitting once more. They are able to save the cans, not too hard of an effort there. And Nick actually goes down to the common infected after getting up from the charger. So Rochelle going to try her damnedest to get these cans in, but she keeps being so rudely interrupted by these special infected. And the next tank is going to be up in the hands of Sweet Smoker, separating Nick, who's all the way in the back. It's going to be an AI Smoker, actually, and the spit's coming down once more to stop, actually attempting to stop Ellis, but it looks like we're actually going to see this tank set up on top, looking to put an Overwatch on top of Ellis and not allow them to pick her up, but they will probably end up just picking up Ellis through a rock, and we're actually seeing the Spitter jump down and scratch who it was, actually, I believe it was Coach, and stop her from being able to put in the cans, and Sweet raining down rocks on the survivors like brimstone and fire. Making it
Well, my bad. Well played by the survivors. They're not dropping the spitter goo on the can. Oh, the tank's dropping down in, and looks like Ellis went ahead and died to a common infected while the tank chases them around. Tank's getting out now, and the survivors opt to put in another can.
Yeah, I think right now they're staring death in the face, and they just gotta get as many cans in as possible.
Oh.
It looks like the tank is going to commit, trying to prevent them from getting any more cans in. That will be a death out onto Nick. Just 2 survivors left. Ika does manage to take a set of pills. That will buy her some time, but she is pretty well hoarded. And it looks like the tank has focused on Rochelle, gotten the down on Rochelle. That is going to be the wipe.
Yeah, really only getting about, a couple hundred points, but anything to add to the lead will help them in this particular situation. Team Fast and Serious is quite the uphill battle, unfortunately for them. But the way their Survivor side has been playing out, they've been quite solid and consistent since the second map, so this should be really close, I think.
Gibbs Jr. Yay!
That man is an American hero.
Yeah, if they could take that first tank in some sort of significant way, we could see a much closer game than the scores look right now.
I think their biggest battle right now is going to be like attitude. It seems like they're very worn out. They have a lot of work in front of them. They're going to have to kind of reset mentally and just going really strong with all of their spawn blocking, etc., etc. The round is live.
And it all comes down to this last half of Dead Center finale. You see this first hit. Boomer spawning up a little early and is able actually to find one of the survivors and looking for a separation pull into Ellis, but pretty simple there to just walk left and avoid being pulled all together. Smoker still for her efforts trying to get something, but looks like she may end up just coming forward and opting. Maybe they may even go for another hit with Vixen here. She looks like she may get a spitter, so Charger actually going in barely opting to go for shenanigan play there.
play a little peekaboo there as the Charger.
Not really sure. There was a plan there, because I don't think she was trying to charge right away, but
Any ideas?
did manage to get a little bit of spit damage in the air on device there. But interesting to see if Team Duty will attempt the same thing that Fast and Serious did, where they spawn the boomer on the outside of the glass and get popped there, because the boom proxies through the glass, so they can possibly get another 3 boom like Fast and Serious did. But this is a pretty intense moment. They gotta kill the switch effectively if they want to make it through the rest of the map without ease. Hunter spawned up to scratch the witch, and they did shoot her, and she will be crowned at the hand of Chi. Very nice
What a
crown
great
coming in
crown.
there. They followed up with a boom. The Spitter not really able to do a whole lot. Is going to block the survivors for a few moments, but the tank will not be able to cut them off. and tank being played by Deva right now. So why don't we head it over to either team duty? Well, actually, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we go to Survivor or Infected War Room?
Why don't we go Infected since we went Infected before?
Alright, why not?
Alright, you're not LSing, just get out.
Go.
Okay.
What?
Oh fuck, I fell. Fuck. Just climb, they're not looking.
They'll never
Where are you
find
going,
me.
dude?
Just keep sight.
You're looking at them. Move to the other side, Deva.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I have to.
I'm gonna come in.
Okay.
We have
Give me
3
1 second.
cappers. Let's go. Fucking laggy. Right here. Come look behind you. Climb, Deva. You're not gonna stay lit. Why are you keeping yourself on fire? Nice rock.
It's okay.
Very good attempt by Deva. Unfortunately, that light spike sort of took it out of her, and then she opted to pop the can on her as she ran over it.
Yeah, unfortunately for Deva, that's probably one of the worst times for that leg spike to come in again. And actually, a very nice pull and charger combination onto Rochelle at the bottom there, falling off the tank, pretty much making up for the tank having unfortunate circumstances. And massive separation here by Team Fast and Series is almost going to spell their doom. If they take too much damage at this point in the game, they're going to lose. 2 downs going down, and they have a very low health bonus on the other 2 survivors, so definitely feeling the wounds after that one.
There's a lot of work. That attack was so major.
Jade's actually dead after that. She wasn't able to save her. It was too much horde for her to handle, and she was bleeding, so she had to try and pick her up, but it's going to be the end for Jade.
That was devastating. I was actually watching Chi's screen there, and she was can juggling. Didn't notice the double cap happen down below.
And we now have a jockey going out onto Nick.
Very bad game. Very bad.
And Charger going and getting whipped, but giving enough time to the spitter to get another spit, delaying getting the cans in a little bit longer. We have Ellis kind of trying to juggle the cans down from the back. They're just rushing to get as much in as they possibly can at this point.
They definitely need to, but with this hit coming up, this is rough. With 3 survivors, horde coming in, 4 SI. Actually, it looks like Pokemon is a little desynced on the spawns.
Actually, trying to fight through the horde here. It looks like Vice is going to get DP'd by AK there, getting a nice 25 damage pounds. And Smoker separating Coach for quite a while, doing a good amount of damage. And Charger's going to get 2 punches on the Coach before charging him into a wall. It's going to be a nice amount of damage coming out there by the Infected once again. 3 survivors, pretty hard to deal with. And the second tank is going to be up, pretty much going to spell doom for Fast and Serious here. They're going to need, quite frankly, a miracle.
They did manage to get in 5 cans, which is a lot for having just 3 survivors.
You know, Ika's just like, I got way too much health for 3 survivors to deal with. Gonna find a quarter on a chain. She's just like, there's no way I'm getting away from this tank. Laying down her arms, becoming a pacifist, and tank was not having any of it. Gonna find a rock on a Coach, and last man or woman standing is gonna be Vice there, finding herself in the corner with the tank. Not really a corner you want to be in, and actually Hunter gonna land a pounce onto Nick.
Looks like the GGs are going out.
And like you said, yeah, GG's going out. Nick staring down this tank. That's gonna be the game.
What a great game. I mean, I think they had a chance. They had a chance for a while. I think the third map, like you said, Cygnus was the deciding factor here. They just didn't take it as well as Team Duty did. That leaves the score for Team Duty at 28-31 and for Fast and Serious 18-83.
And I think there were two things that kind of led up to that. Because on the second map, they had a really, really solid second map. Both on their Infected and the Survivor. But there was one thing, and when they were leaving the grocery store, they actually took a lot of damage. They had so much bonus on each other, but after that one hit leaving the grocery store, they took a lot of damage. And I mean, that little bit of health bonus actually could have made a huge difference. Not just in their attitude, but in the end result, because it wouldn't have been 800 points in the long run. It would have been more like, say, 400 or 300. But I think if they had just not taken so much damage on that one hit, and then they'd played a bit more solid on the third map on their Survivor, they could have easily had that game, and not as hard of a grind on the last map there.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Of course, it's always just a couple little things, and I think you hit the nail right on the head.
All right, and with that, that will be the end of Team Duty versus Team Fast and Serious. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Carnge and Cygnus, for co-casting with me tonight.
Always a pleasure.
Of course, thanks for having me.
All right, good night, folks.